everything. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta switch out my team. I actually did a little bit of grinding. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, I did a little bit of grinding in the rifts, but it takes a while to grind some of these characters.
Where am I?
So we're gonna try survive.
Don't try to rest.
No. Nowhere in Watalan is safe. I remember now.
Gorgon.
He's lost his twisted mind. Again.
Oh, come now.
Maximus, I bet. Yep, Maximus.
Is that any way to talk about the new king of the...
He's always the go-to Inhumans villain. I like the fact you go back to any chapter anytime. Yeah. And I don't think that's something you could do in... I don't remember if you could do it in 1. I know for a fact in... Or in 2, I mean. I know for a fact in 1 that you can't.
I should have known you were behind this, Maximus.
I'm trying to level up Gamora. I gotta have weaker characters in here.
If not predictable. Isn't that right, brother?
Man, and going back to the ABC show for Inhumans, it could have been so good, because the thing is, like, it had good... I'm trying to find the right word to describe it. It's like a good show buried underneath the shitty show. You know, you had a great cast of actors and characters. The actors were actually really good that they cast. You had a cool villain, and you had a bunch of Game of Thrones actors in there. You know, they had good people. It's just the story sucked. Like, I thought the whole thing was going to be like a rebellion on the moon where the Inhumans live and Maximus trying to take over. And it is for like the first episode, and then the entire rest of the show, they're just on Earth stranded, separated from each other, and getting into awkward situations with random ass humans. It's so bad. Like, I didn't care about anything. So that's why I say the only good episode was the first one and the last one, because those are the only times the Inhumans were actually, like, together. Fuck that show. Damn. I might need to change my roster, guys. I don't have any of my heavy hitters in here. I put my weak team, except Psylocke. Yeah, I was trying to level up my weak ones. But if you do that, you kind of need your backup characters too, like Iron Fist. Damn. Alright, revive.
Get up then.
Come on, Iron Man. Some of the rift challenges are a pain in the ass. They're timed. A lot of them are timed and require you, like, you fight bosses, and you have to, like... Oh, I thought she got up. And some of the bosses you can only damage with certain attacks. It's a bitch. Oh, Psylocke's dead. It had good promise, but the execution was very off. That's what I mean. Like, there was a good show buried underneath there somewhere, but they didn't do it right. Lockjaw was cool. Almost all the budget went to, apparently, most of the budget went to making him look good in CG, I guess.
All systems to full power.
Hey, Magic Fire Truck, welcome. Working from home today, watching it because I gotta do my important research, of course.
A pity that it had to come to this, at least for you.
Yeah, I need to have, like, maybe 2 weak characters that are underdeveloped and then 2 strong ones. Just to kind of guarantee my safety. I really want to level up Scarlet Witch because I feel like her powers are going to be really useful. I've also been leveling up those crystals that you get too. And yes, this is Switch exclusive. As far as we know, as of now, no, it's not coming to anything else. I don't think it will either because Nintendo actually helped finance this game.
You may have power, but you lack imagination. It is time that someone with true vision took the throne.
They could whoop his ass before he walked away. I watched your MCU video. I'm very interested in Scarlet Witch Vision series, but I hope it isn't a forced love story. I don't know. They didn't reveal anything about what it was. All they said it's gonna be weird. So I'm assuming, this is my theory, I think she's gonna do, like, alright, like in House of M and all that, she went crazy because her kids died, but her kids were like, they weren't like real. They're real, but she like created them using her reality whatever bending powers. So I assume it's gonna be some weird shit like that where she changes reality up and that's how Vision comes back. It's just me guessing. I don't know anything. But I think that'd be kind of cool. Iron Fist. Gotta have Iron Fist.
My G's attuned and I'm ready to fight.
Wolverine. Let's do Wolverine. We're gonna keep Scarlet Witch and Spider-Gwen in here because they need some work. Most of this game you spend managing your characters. I bet the show will be all on his head. I don't know, because she can't just be all in her head either, because whatever they confirmed, and I talked about this in my video, they said that whatever the show is about affects or crosses directly over into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and she's going to be in it. So I guess it's going to be like a Winter Soldier kind of movie where, you know, where you had Black Widow and Captain America together on some kind of, you know, adventure. I guess that's what they're going for with Black Widow and Doctor Strange, since their powers are, hers are borderline magical too. So Vision is, I don't know if Vision's going to be associated with Doctor Strange, but Scarlet Witch, yeah, she's in.
This isn't the first time Maximus has tried to claim the throne from his brother.
All right.
Not even close. The guy's a brilliant.
Oh, good. Thane's going to come with us.
He's never been quite
Oh, I bet he's another unlockable fighter.
Still, mad or not, he is family.
I once listened to a creepypasta about a kid who looked like Mott from Family Guy being genetically modified and coming out of it looking like Leonardo DiCaprio. The hell? Are creepypastas even still a thing? I think some of the, I'm subscribed to, oh god, Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudahar, the creepypasta guy. I think it's so interesting listening to him when he tells the stories. Sometimes they're kind of creepy, but they're all bullshit. Yeah, here we go. That's the right balance. 2 weak characters, 2 strong ones. Except boss fights. Boss fights, you need everyone powered up. See, I want to level up that move right there, because that's incredible. You said Black Widow by mistake? Did I say Black Widow? Oh, I didn't realize that. Oops. Which I'm excited about the Black Widow movie. I wasn't that interested in the movie, honestly, like a standalone Black Widow movie, until they showed off Taskmaster as the villain. I was like, that's gonna be badass. I like Taskmaster. Taskmaster. Maximus is their Loki. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Actually, yeah, because Maximus is King Black Bolt's brother, who was born without, or he didn't get the Inhuman gene, but they just kind of keep him up there. So he's regular human, and he's all hateful because of it. He thinks he deserves the throne and all this. So he always has like weapons, little mind control robots and stuff. That's his gimmick.
Say something for me, bub.
Mudar doesn't even do creepypasta readings anymore. He got burnt out. Now he just live stream browses deep web. Yeah, I haven't seen his channel a little bit. I liked his creepypasta readings. And the dark web stuff, it was kind of the same after a while. Damn, that's a powerful laser. Spider-Gwen.
Finish him!
Taskmaster more of a Deadpool villain, in my opinion. He's more of an Avengers villain than anything.
This should be an interesting change of pace.
At least if you go by the classic comics and overall comic book history, but
Attempts to resist are almost
it makes sense that he's fighting Black Widow, though. Like, for example, Mandarin's more of an Iron Man villain, but he's going to be a Shang-Chi villain now. I actually really like that idea, though. Because he's like, you know, traditionally he's a Chinese character, so putting him in Shang-Chi makes some sense. So I want to see like a really epic martial arts battle between him and Shang-Chi. Would have been cool to have Iron Fist cameo, but that's not going to happen.
Give me strength.
Oh, hell yeah. All those robots died. Beautiful. Yeah, see, Scarlet Witch is really good backup. They ever do Twisted Metal movie? I think Tom Hiddleston is Calypso. Wait a minute, weren't they? No, they're doing a Twisted Metal series. So they are doing Twisted Metal, but not a movie, it's a series. I don't know how that's gonna work. I was gonna do a video on that a while back when they announced it, but I took too long and it wasn't worth it.
Claws are out.
Oh man. Come on, Scarlet Witch. Yep, there we go. I'm dying trying to get characters up now. I hate that. That's so annoying. Stop hitting me. I need to get Scarlet Witch up. Where is she? Damn it. Alright, everyone's back up. These little robots are annoying.
Time to face the magic.
Guys say you should use that HDMI graphics card on your N64. Playing games like Turok, yeah, I want to try it out on that. I just don't know what adapters come in the box, so I don't know if you have to buy them separately or something. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to try it out. That's cool. Fatality. All right, Gwen leveled up. Cool. I really want to beat this today. I don't know if we'll be able to, though. Because some of these boss fights take a while. My god, that move is so powerful. I love it.
Shout out. Give me strength.
See the other checkpoints? Oh man, if Iron Fist dies, I'm screwed. Berserker Barrage! They always have to have minions, man. Always. I'm getting tired of this crap. Iron Fist is dead. I might need to just have one weak character in the mix. Two might be a bit much. I'm hoping they reveal a preview of Netflix Devil May Cry so we can see what it's like. I don't know when they're going to announce anything about that.
about to expire.
Over here. I can generate enough amber to protect you. Stay close to me.
Yeah, I'll definitely stay close to Thane. So much. Oh, they killed Scarlet Witch.
Claws are out.
Do you think this game has any replayability? I don't know. I'll find out when I beat it. I mean, you can select all different chapters, and there's all the different skins you can unlock and stuff through the Rift. So, at the very least, the Rift has a lot of replayability. Campaign is probably just like any other campaign. I don't know if you unlock a harder mode, because there's only 2 modes. Usually, games will have like 3 at least. So, maybe there's an unlockable mode. Oh no, I didn't make it to Thane's bubble. There we go. And I did pre-order Wolfenstein Youngblood, so we'll be streaming that on Friday, I believe. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Nope, she's dead. Ah, no, it's up to Wolverine. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna heal fast enough. If it was just Maximus, I could take him no problem. But we got all these little robots to worry about. I need Deadpool. I gotta put Deadpool in here instead of Gwen. Yeah, I'm switching out Deadpool. Or Gwen for Deadpool. One thing I wish Ultimate Alliance had was interaction between Ghost Rider, Blackheart, and Mephisto, given Ghost Rider history. Yeah, they didn't really do anything like that. Yeah, we gotta switch out Gwen. I'm gonna keep Scarlet Witch in there though. Deadpool?
Are you sure? I'll give you a second to change your mind.
Ninja Warriors released for Switch and PS4. Ninja Warriors the arcade game? Oh, I didn't see if I had any money for the lab. I might. No. Alright. Let me see if I get hers powered up a little bit. Nope. What's your opinion on Gwenpool? I don't know. I don't really care about her. I like Gwen Stacy Spider-Man. Spider-Gwen. I think she's cool. I like her outfit. See, look at that. Look how strong Deadpool is. He could almost solo all these characters. It's crazy that these bosses got so like the first half of the game, the bosses were incredibly easy, and then they got a little crazy. I think it started with Doctor Strange. That's what it started with. See, with Deadpool, I can take out the robots real quick. Found I had to grind some Infinity Rifts or XP course power. Yeah, that's what I did the other day. I leveled up a couple of them, but it still took a long time. Right now, I'm going with the strategy of keeping one weak member on the team so they can level up. Where's Black Bolt in here? Why can't he just scream over here in this direction? Call it a day.
You always thought I was insane, but I know exactly what I'm doing, and I relish every twisted moment.
See, those attacks by Scarlet Witch stun him real fast.
By locking me away in a palace cell again, I think
Hell yeah, now he's getting an ass kicked. Scarlet Witch, you're up. I think it's cool because, like, every character in this game is actually really good if they're leveled up. There's no characters that just suck by default.
Your pathetic attempts to resist
That's how these games should be. Alright, Deadpool. That gun is so powerful that Maximus fires. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ooh. I almost had my ultimate move. Come on, almost there, almost there.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Use one more fist.
Save some.
Ass kicking time. Look at that health go down. Slowly, but it's going. Oh, Scarlet Witch went down already? Come on, man. Don't be so weak. Alright. Where'd Maximus go? There he is.
Time to face the magic.
Is that really all you've got? I've gone from man to board.
God. No, he's gonna lose now. I got this, guys. I wonder who's got the, do we remember what stone is left? Isn't it the soul stone that's left? I think it was. Ghost Rider's getting a Hulu show. Yeah, I don't... It sucks that it's not Dan Ketch or Johnny Blaze. It's the one from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Robbie Reyes. I was never a fan of that character. But... I don't know. Whatever. I'll watch it. I like Ghost Rider's character, but that's my least favorite Ghost Rider. So it doesn't do a whole lot for me. Look at him getting an ass kicking. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. Having Deadpool in here really made a difference. Stop. Yeah, he doesn't even have a chance. It's too powerful of an alliance. Well, it better have Johnny and Blackheart. It's not. It's Robbie Ray. I don't know about Blackheart, but no. I don't know if maybe Johnny will appear, but it's Robbie Reyes. Oh, damn. I'm going to break his shield. And I wonder if it's going to be connected to the MCU, because, like, technically the Hulu shows are. Like, The Runaways is, but it's just, like, it might name drop, like, Captain America or something for, like, a second, and that's it. It's really not connected to anything. It just kind of exists within that universe. Oh, you fuck. Now he's gonna die. Damn, Deadpool has definitely become one of my better characters in this game. I'm not even gonna bother rewriting Scarlet Witch. I'm right at the end of this. God. Just a couple more hits, man. That's it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. God, his health is going down so slow, but it's right there at the end. No, I'm just gonna kamikaze him. Yes! Thank you.
Curse you.
Is it clear now who wears the crown?
You should watch some car review Robbie Reyes, since Robbie has an interesting take on the Ghost Rider myth. Yeah, it's different, but I like Dan Ketch. He's my favorite. Oh, Pokemon Gamer, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Robbie Reyes isn't even a real Ghost Rider. There's no Spirit of Vengeance, only a Psycho Ghost. Yeah, he's, I guess he's a Ghost Rider, not the Ghost Rider. An anime ruler, yeah, that was Maximus, the brother of King Black Bolt. I'm upgrading the... Oh, no, I can't yet. I need more AP. I'm keeping this team.
I think I've got a lead on the final Infinity Stone. In safe hands.
Well, at least Robbie Ray is better than Alejandro Jones. I don't even know who Alejandro Jones is. Who is that? That must be a new thing.
I just picked up a transmission on the Avengers priority frequency. Apparently,
MODOK has the Soul Stone.
While we were off-world.
A giant floating head, or a giant head on a wheelchair, or a hover chair.
You're right. Fortunately, the Winter Soldier was on an undercover mission deep within the ranks of AIM. He secured the stone and is heading off the grid.
Heard as far as YouTube algorithm is concerned, it doesn't care if you like or dislike a video. No, it doesn't. It just counts it as engagement. It just keeps track of how many people interact with it when it comes to recommending the video. That's part of it. Yeah, that's... But here's the thing about the algorithm. It's a combination of multiple factors. That's just a portion of it. Because, like, with my YouTube contact, when they explained it to me, they said that's just a portion of it. But understanding the details is kind of fruitless because they're more like guidelines. Because it's self-adapting and it's constantly changing itself and learning by what people are watching on YouTube.
Yes,
so
he has proven himself.
Some YouTube creators will try to explain it and try to game the algorithm. You can't. Because by the time you think you figure it out, it's probably already changed up a bit. But yeah, a huge part of it is engagement.
It would be wise to keep a close eye on him. No. And that may be one of the few reasons I'm still alive.
She doesn't trust Thane at all. Alright, see you later, Stacy. Let's talk to, Crystal.
Before you say anything, just a quick reminder. Maximus is only related to me through marriage.
She's like, I'm not biologically related to that bitch. Alejandro Jones was the third Ghost Rider. She didn't laugh. I don't even know if I know about Alejandro Jones.
I was back on Earth with you guys when all of this went down. I can't speak for the rest of my family, but I'll be with you until the end.
Fascinated to find out what I've formulated, friend?
Well, I still give you likes instead of dislikes. I appreciate that, Rogue Dragon.
I scrutinized a sample of the amber that Thane generated to seal Gorgon's wounds earlier. Not only is it seemingly impenetrable once it encases an object, it also suspends the very laws of physics themselves. Anything trapped inside essentially becomes frozen in time. Not just the artifact itself.
I like how Beast is amazed that something in the Marvel Universe defies the laws of physics.
Precisely. If Thane could help to entrap the final stone as well, we might yet keep them away from his dearest daddy. At least until we can devise a more permanent solution. After the excruciating event.
Oh man, I hope I get to play as Thane.
What can I do for you? Maybe. But if the Black Order is out there searching for it...
Oh, he's not going to join.
Having me on your side might put you in even more danger. I can't take that chance.
Beast is such a nerd. Should know better by this point, yeah.
When you put it that way...
Because these flying superheroes with extreme abilities don't defy any
Pressure?
laws of physics, right?
This is Winter Soldier, broadcasting on the Avengers emergency frequency. Again.
Bucky.
This is Winter Soldier, broadcasting on the Avengers emergency frequency. Again. If anyone is listening
Oh,
out there,
that's
my mission to
Africa.
infiltrate AIM was
You
a
know what that
success.
means. That means
Until
Wakanda.
MODOK and his nerd squad somehow recovered a bona fide Infinity Stone. Wasn't about to wait around and find out what
They plan to do with it. So I blew my cover and grabbed their rock. I'm approaching a secure location with the stone in hand, but it won't take long for those eggheads to figure out where I'm
So
headed
AIM is gonna
and try
follow him to
take it
Wakanda.
back. So, if you can hear this, Avengers, lock on to these coordinates and swing on by. It'd be a shame to be stuck in paradise
Yep.
all alone.
Here's one thing that it's extremely nerdy, but for some reason I know this. When they were zooming into Africa, they're definitely on the wrong part of the map for where Wakanda is supposed to be
Coordinates Bucky
located.
transmitted.
There's no reason I should know that, but I do.
Can I help you, soldier?
Thank you, Nataku.
Back on Earth, in the African nation of Wakanda, thanks to our pal Lockjaw. It's a risk we have to take if we want to recover the final Infinity Stone.
If you had the choice to live in DC or Marvel, which one would you choose? Probably DC. I think I'd be safer. They have Superman.
Good question.
And like Green Lantern and all these other
Nearby.
extremely powerful
Something
people.
forced him to change his plans.
Hey, got something on your mind? Of course. But Bucky's one of the few heroes tough enough to wield Cap's shield. Other than me, that is. I've got a psychic rapport with birds, and lucky for
I think
us,
I've used
this
Falcon, like,
jungle is
once.
full of them. I'm hearing a lot of chatter coming from the pathway to Birnanzana, the Wakandan capital city. My feathered friends have never led me wrong before.
You know, it'd be so meta if they create a comic book superhero who's a comic book nerd, like dressing up and going to cons. And you know what? Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, isn't far from that, because he was a comic book artist at least, and like graphic designer. I don't know if he attended cons and all that, but that's pretty close. Maybe.
Hard to say. I've never seen James miss a rendezvous before. If he isn't here, he must be somewhere very important. Or very dangerous. Clearly you haven't met the man. He survived Russian prison camps.
That means giant baby head
more
MODOK.
times
Yep.
than this.
Who's also getting a Hulu series, by the way.
Wakanda is a tropical
I don't know how
vacation.
that's gonna work.
He's made more enemies than allies over the years. If my instincts about this are right, we'd better find him before they do.
Yeah, but Punisher could kill Superman. Punisher could kill anyone if he plays his cards right.
Earth. I wasn't sure I'd ever come back. Of course. While I appreciate the Inhumans' hospitality, the moon isn't exactly the warmest of places. There's a fine line between a safe haven and a prison.
I like talking to these characters, getting all this background
No matter
info.
where I am. There's only one way to make those nightmares end. We have to stop Thanos for good.
DC unfortunately has the Guardians, who have rep of pissing off everyone. Yeah, the Guardians.
I've got the other 5 contained, at least for now.
The Guardians in Green Lantern universe, or in the Green Lantern comics, they're responsible for half of the messes the Green Lantern Corps gets into. Like the Manhunters destroyed the entire universe, and they were an experiment before the Green Lanterns were created. So they kind of suck. There's AIM. Advanced Idea Mechanics. So this is like Ultimate Alliance 2 again, right back in Wakanda. What's this? I crush you. I am kind of disappointed that I didn't get to play as Colossus in this game. I really wanted to play as him. Ooh, XP cube. Gotta use it on Scarlet Witch. Maybe Colossus will be DLC. I wish there was more conversations based on you talk with instead of these bland lines. Yeah, like in Ultimate Alliance 2, they would react different ways depending on which character you were talking to them as. Here it's more, just that's the line everyone gets, I guess. Wait, is Thane Thanos' son? Yes. Is he their Alucard? Yeah, actually he is their Alucard. He's a good guy. And he's basically trying to destroy his father, yeah. Which I'm curious if the MCU is ever going to get into Thane. Because I think that'd be an interesting thing. After what Thanos did, have his son pop up and everyone's all cautious around him. And that could create some really cool storylines. Although, I'm not so sure... Oh, wait, what? Trial cleared. Faced off against Ronan and his powerful allies. Yeah, we get some money. Let's try it out. No, never mind. I forgot. It takes you all the way back to the main menu. Forget it. Although I don't know how interesting Thane would be in the movies on his own without having his father in the story. And Thanos is super dead. Unless they do some crazy shenanigans where they go to an alternate universe and someone uses the gems to bring him back to this reality and blah blah blah. There's no shortage of ways to bring dead characters back to life in a comic book universe. He'll be free DLC next month. They announced Colossus? I need to look at the DLC list. I haven't looked at any of that. I'm just going by what you guys have told me. It looks like they're going to have some really cool characters, so I need to get that season pass. And I hope they extend the story. I want story DLC. That's not likely, though. I bet you we're going to fight Claw. Because we're in Wakanda. He's one of Black Panther's main villains, and he's in the MCU. So they got to have Claw in here. Probably working with AIM.
More trouble incoming. AIM's not messing around.
Isn't Thane super dead currently in the comic? I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with recent comic books in a little bit.
That AIM
Yes.
worship science. But if any of you believe in the goddess, now would be the time to start praying.
That's cool. Do you want to see a Nihilus in MCU? Absolutely. He was on the 20th Century Fox umbrella before, because he's categorized as a Fantastic Four villain. Although I argue he's like Doctor Doom. He's a character that surpassed the Fantastic Four long ago. He's spread out into being a universal cosmic threat.
Lightning storm. You cannot contain the force of nature.
Wolverine's kicking ass. Let's let Scarlet Witch have some fun.
The winds are changing in our favor.
Nah, she takes damage too quick. She will level up in the background. We cut that out? Did you download Freedom Chronicles? Not yet, but I'm going to before I stream tomorrow. And we will be, I assume, I looked up a video of where I am in the story right now, just to see. And according to this long play that I saw online, I'm about an hour and a half from the end of the game, depending on how many times I die. So let's just say 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So we'll do that, and then we'll start the DLC. I don't know if we'll finish the DLC tomorrow, because I don't know how long it is. For $25, it better be a decent length. Marvel Knights will be all about vampires. Oh, the DLCs have an actual story to them? I'm definitely getting the DLC then. That's awesome. I like that. See, that's what I mean by, so after you beat the campaign, there's going to be extra stuff to do when the DLC hits. Although, to be completely fair, they could have added all that in the game. But we all know how DLC works. It racks up that cash flow. I'm going to save my extreme for the bosses. Because you know those are going to be coming. Hope Black Panther's playable. He has to be. He's popular in the MCU, and we're in Wakanda. He'll be playable. Damn, I gotta think for Storm, especially in her mohawk. Her mohawk look is my favorite look of hers.
The storm is unleashed.
Yes. I'll try Storm later. For now, I'm gonna keep leveling up Scarlet Witch.
You, my friends. I heard of the battle at the mansion and feared the worst. I have long shared a special bond with King T'Challa. If his people are threatened, I will always come to their defense.
I think you should be able to push the rest of the game in one stream, maybe another stream to finish off DLC. Yeah, that's what I figured.
For the same reason any would dare try to invade, I assume. Wakanda? No, but I had left the palace to investigate reports of a downed aircraft.
You should live stream the first time you use that console graphics card so everyone can share the moment. Yeah, I don't know if you guys will be able to see the difference though, because when you upload it on YouTube, like with the difference will probably be, I don't know how significant it'll be, but on a YouTube video it'll probably be I'll have to figure out how to show the difference, because YouTube compresses the videos when you upload them, so quality always takes a hit. Oh hell yeah, I upgraded the Calamity Spheres. And also, guys, I was looking at my stream schedule. Maybe next week. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still looking at, because I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff for October done too, so I need a little bit more editing time. So after I beat, let's say after I beat Youngblood, after I get through Youngblood on stream, I may go back to doing the 2 streams a week instead of 3, because it was always temporary. But I'm ahead of schedule on the streaming, so I think I'll be good with 2 a week again, and that'll give me more time to do October stuff. I haven't decided yet, but I may go back to that maybe next week or the week after. We'll see. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Deadpool. But I mean, before I do anything, you guys will know. All right. Deadpool needs to use. All right, I got it. There we go. But yeah, if I go back to the 2 streams a week, it'll be like it was before. Monday 1 p.m., Friday 8 p.m. Although this last week I've been streaming like every day, but that's whenever, you guys know, whenever new releases come out like this, the streaming schedule kind of goes out the window. I'll just stream new releases until I finish them. But just the regular standard schedule I'm in.
Good thing the Winter Soldier was built tough.
That means he's still out here somewhere. We need to keep searching.
There's a lot of extra assassination missions in Colossus, but those aren't necessary. We'll see how tomorrow goes. It's funny that Blackheart, who debuted in Daredevil, became Ghost Rider's toughest villain. Well, look at Kingpin. Kingpin's another example. He was full-blown a Spider-Man villain, and over the years, he's become synonymous with Daredevil. So I like that when villains have kind of shifted heroes there. And Doctor Doom, yeah, you could say he's a Fantastic Four villain, but he's largely become a threat to everybody, so that's how you make villains grow as a threat. Which makes me wonder, are the comics going to start now making Mandarin a Shang-Chi villain instead of Iron Man? I can see that happening, because you guys know every time something happens in the movies, the comics slowly start adapting that. Are Fridays still going to be... Yeah, I won't make any changes to the time. The extra streams I started just to kind of catch up on all these games for new releases was Wednesday. So technically Wednesday were the extra days. I mean, I'm still going to do extra streams just, you know, when it calls for it. But just the regular Monday, Friday schedule, that's staying the same. But again, when it's new release week and there's a game I bought that I want to stream, I'll just kind of do whatever. But the weekly Wednesday streams, those I may just replace with editing time just to get all my October stuff done. And like I said, we're kind of ahead of schedule. Except for, because I was really most concerned about Ultimate Alliance and Wolfenstein, getting that series done before the new ones came out. We're still going to keep going through the Gears of War series. That one, Gears of War 4, we might need to kind of crisscross it with 5, because I don't know if I'll be able to get them all done before 5 comes out, but every Gears of War stream I've done, I've been like, it kept putting me like another day ahead of schedule, so possibly we can still get it all done. What the hell? Come up here. Oh, I don't even need a bot. You know what? That guy could stay up there. He could die up there. Starve. I'll leave you. I think some villains can cross over into other heroes, but some can't. Joker, Lex Luthor, for example, should say. Joker's been, though, a threat to other characters plenty of times, though. Like, I mean, he's still mainly a Batman threat, but, like, even Injustice, like, he messed with Superman's life, and that thrust the entire world into chaos. But I know what you mean. Like, as a main threat, yeah, Joker needs to stay Batman.
We're pinned. We need to disable those turrets.
We are easy targets where we stand. We must find a better angle of attack.
Now, I'm the only one that thinks a Superman-Goku team-up would be more interesting than them fighting. I think that's more realistic from a comic book story point of view. Because, you know, why would they fight each other? Besides testing each other's abilities. Superman and Goku are both pure-hearted characters, as far as most of the time they've been portrayed. They wouldn't fight each other to the death. They would be like, we're both on the same side, let's team up. I still think Goku would win. I don't care what Screw Attack says. Alright? Goku would win that fight. I will not change my mind on that. Because the excuse they keep saying is, oh, well, Superman has unlimited potential. So do Saiyans. That's a common theme in Dragon Ball. That they're every time they think they've reached their limit, they break their limits. So why is their potential limited? I'll tell you why. Because Screw Attack doesn't know shit about Dragon Ball. That's why. I'm not going to rant about it anymore. Because I could talk about that all day. Injustice is a what-if story anyways, yeah. Although, even though it's a what-if, I want a movie about it in the DC Universe. It's probably one of my... Is it my favorite? I'm trying to think if it's my favorite alternate DC storyline. It might be. I really like that universe. I'm a big fan of the Injustice universe. I don't know if it's my favorite because I can't think of other ones right now that I like. But it might be my favorite alternate. Although I really like the Flashpoint universe, too. In the comics, not so much the CW non-Flashpoint universe. I can't see. Oh, there we go. One criticism I do after this game is the camera. The camera's not that great. Sometimes in the fight, it'll zoom in way too close to where you can't see anything, and then you have to fuck about with it. Scarlet needs healing. Hell yeah. Wow, that power became a lot stronger with her leveling up. Beautiful. God, I hope not. Mandarin will always be Iron Man's villain, plus comic Mandarin is way too powerful for Shang-Chi. Yeah, I think they're gonna... I wonder if they're literally gonna do the 10 rings thing, where they're powered rings, or if it's just gonna stay the name of the organization now. I kind of feel like they're going to make him, like, a hand-to-hand... Because he's fighting Shang-Chi, he's going to have to be, like, a hand-to-hand fighter. I think they're going more for just the martial arts aspect. Which I'm okay with in the movie universe. But I think that's cool that they moved him over. Because that's... Essentially, that's Marvel saying, we fucked up with Iron Man 3, let's fix it now. Because they can't do Iron Man 4 and have the real Mandarin, because it would kind of be like they're repeating the storyline again and not messing it up this time. So let another character try it out. Okay. I need to go kill that thing. Oh, look at Wolverine. One hit. Gods and Monsters have a lot of potential. I didn't like that one. I have the Blu-ray and it was okay, but with Zod. Or it just kind of felt like regular Justice League, but with Zod in there instead of Superman. It was alright. You try another camera mode? Are there other camera modes? I didn't mess with any of it. I'm just talking about the default. Ask Kratos who he thinks we win in a demigod versus god matchup. That's a very good point. Kratos wasn't a full god, and he destroyed all of them.
Not one step
There he is.
further,
Claw.
fools, or you'll be crashing harder than the Winter Soldier.
What's up, Robocody? Thank you for joining.
Oh well, it was sound.
Ulysses Claw.
If you won't listen, I can make you.
You can't do a Wakanda, you know, storyline with a bunch of villains and not have Claw in there.
And it will be the last thing you ever hear.
This is yeah, I was oh my god, it's funny you say that, Drago. I was literally about to say that's the best costume Claw's ever had. Because he always looks stupid. Here he's more like armored.
Sounded like a gamma bomb went off. In these jungles, it could be anything.
You speak the truth.
Black Panther! Awesome.
So it is best to beware.
Damn. I might switch him out. Or I might have him in there just to try him out.
Lest the hunters become the prey.
Wakanda forever.
No prey escapes the panther.
Hell yeah. Alright, who do we switch? I want to keep Scarlet Witch in there. Iron Fist. Well, he's probably very similar to Iron Fist in terms of how he fights. So we'll put Panther in. There's two more. What? 1, 2, 4 more characters left. I wonder who they could be.
You have chosen well.
Oh shit! Black Panther's at level 31. All right, let's get him a little powered up here. He's a very physical fighter, so we're gonna increase his. Let me see what I have first. We'll do vitality. Damn, I have a lot of stuff equipped to other characters though. Increase extreme attack damage by 15%. Yeah, most definitely. Durability. Trying to see if I have anything to increase my strength. That's purple. No, that's heavy attack damage. Alright, screw it. We will do durability. The Black Panther. I wish video game movies would take off like comic book movies. I think this isn't a very popular opinion, but I think we are getting to that point depending on what happens from here on out. The reason I say that is because I think Detective Pikachu, for example, did a really good job as a comic or a video game based movie. I think it did a fantastic job. So if they keep making quality movies like that actually draw in the fans of the games instead of trying to cater to mass audiences, I think we can get to that point. I think we're still a little far from that point, but I think we're slowly making our way there to where before it was way out of the realm of possibility. Oh, wait a minute. I've got that experience cube. Yeah, here we go. Let's give it to Scarlet Witch.
Level up.
And I forgot to go to the lab. Okay. I forgot what I equipped on Black Panther. Okay, here it is. This is equipped on him. Yeah, it's in, if you guys are watching this and are planning on buying this game, you want to remember to do this. Go to the lab and increase the strength of the actual crystals you find. Actually makes a huge difference. So, like, for example, like here, this increases extreme attack by 15%, but if you upgrade it like this, which I don't have enough for, actually, it increases it by... Wait, what did it increase it by? 16.6%. So it does make the characters a lot stronger, and when you have a team of 4 good characters and they're all powered up like this, makes a huge difference. And I think if you do it, if you want to take it to the max, you have to absorb another. See, I think you have to use another one as material. I haven't really messed with that part, though. I think we're good. Ooh, that's a good move. Alright. I will defend my home. How many more people does Marvel think they can get to watch their movies? Is it pretty much the whole world that doesn't live in a hut somewhere watching them? Yeah, I mean, Marvel's got their fan base already set. Because they got a healthy mix of comic book fans and general audiences. Marvel's not falling down anytime soon financially with their movies. They're going to keep making money. Even Captain Marvel wasn't that great, and that movie made a ton of money.
I knew it. There's no way he'd go.
Not all video games movies can be Tekken, Prince of Persia, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2, now Detective Pikachu.
Makes me feel sorry for Rain.
I think now we're getting to a point where video game movies are actually taken a little bit more serious as being able to be quality movies, whereas in before, it was just someone in Hollywood trying to use the name of a video game and trying to adapt it for general audiences. If you're trying to adapt these things to general audiences, as far as video game movies, it's just not going to work. They're not interested in video games. You need to cater to the fans, and the fans will watch it. And again, I go to the Detective Pikachu example. Fans of Pokemon loved it. It was awesome. Of course, maybe there's some people that didn't, but just generally speaking, you know, it didn't get widespread. This movie sucks, like a lot of other things do. It's Dora, the Explorer.
Do not stand alone, adored ones.
Damn, he's a powerful melee fighter. He just got shot up, though. You know, my vibranium should have been able to absorb those bullets. Oh my god. Everyone's getting wrecked. Problem for Marvel, Disney is when people are getting tired of superhero movies, it'll happen sooner or later. I mean, maybe eventually, sure. It's definitely possible that'll happen, but I don't think we're anywhere near that point. I know there's some people that'll say people are getting tired of them, but the numbers don't reflect that. These movies are still raking in millions and millions of dollars. So the numbers don't really support that argument just yet. Whether in the future it will or not, probably. Unless they keep updating it and keeping it fresh, but that's going to be, time will tell.
Even the best warrior benefits from strong allies.
Black Panther was meh. I actually like Black Panther a lot, but to be completely transparent, I might be a little biased because I was already a fan of the character years before they even announced him in Civil War. So I was already really excited about it. But that's how you get the most enjoyment out of these movies, is being a comic book fan and then, you know, watching them. What's your most wanted video game movie? Most wanted. That's hard to say. Oh, no, actually, it's easy. I want a Legend of Zelda movie. I want, like, a Legend of Zelda, Lord of the Rings epic. But Zelda. That's my dream video game movie. And I want it done right. That's the challenge, though, you know. Who's going to do it right?
Time to face the magic.
I think I saw Dora the Explorer porn parody commercial once. Jesus. Nothing is sacred in this world. Damn, I'm gonna have no, like, first aid left for the boss fight. I'm gonna have to let my characters die. Kinetic barrier! 3 more guys left. True, but those numbers could change overnight. At some point, the superhero bubble will pop. Yep, that is very true. Or the way to beat it, yeah, like I said, you have to constantly evolve and keep making quality stories that I think can transcend just comic books. Because, like, look at the horror industry. You know, people say horror movies are, you know, that's a genre that has existed since the beginning of cinema, and it's never gone away. It's just stayed. Some are better than others, but they still make good horror movies. Could superhero movies last forever, just like horror movies can? Possibly, but they can't stay the same, is my point. And I think that's what Phase 4 in the Marvel movie universe is going to have to prove. It's going to have to prove that it's different enough and still interesting to where it just won't be all the same. Like, is Eternals, which is a brand new property for general audience members, is Eternals just going to be Avengers 2.0 all over again, you know? Or is it truly going to be something different that stands on its own? That's what they're going to have to prove, that we still have plenty of stories to tell after Endgame, and it's not just copy and paste of what we've already done. When do you think Hulk will get his own movie again? He won't until Universal. I don't know exactly what's going on with the contract currently. I know in the past, the reason that Marvel hasn't done another movie, like, for example, when they did The Incredible Hulk, they had to share a lot of the profits with Universal because they got permission from Universal to do that movie. Somehow the rights are still tied up in some way with Universal to where if they make a standalone movie, a lot of it does go to them still. I don't know if those details still stand. I know that's how it was. So I think for them to make a standalone movie, Universal has to be completely out of the picture. So I don't think we are gonna get for a while a standalone Hulk movie, if ever. But that's why they've been telling the Hulk story through the Avengers movies, because that Universal doesn't touch, you know.
For me, bub.
I went Spider-Man 1 week after release on a Saturday at 6, and we were at most 20 people there. Oh, well, that makes sense, though, because everyone... The bulk of their money, they're making it opening weekend in that first week when everyone watches it. After that, it's just kind of the leftover people that wait for the crowds to dissipate, and general audience members that just want to go, like, on a cheap movie night. I think that's how most comic book movies are. I mean, for example, like, I'll go watch Endgame Day 1, but I don't give those movies repeat viewings, technically. Or for the most part, I don't do repeat viewings. I don't like paying more than once for a movie. But had you gone on opening weekend, that was packed. Because I went when it first opened up, and my theater was almost sold out of that movie. And my theater, in my area, my local theater, never sells out. I want She-Hulk in the MCU. Yeah, I think we have more chances of getting She-Hulk in the MCU than we do of seeing a standalone Hulk movie.
AIM has taken control of the palace's defenses.
Oh my god. You know what this is? This is Resident Evil 5. You guys know what I'm talking about? In Resident Evil 5, you have that underground part in Africa where you're in some ruins and there's like a sun laser. It's like a laser powered by the sun that you have to dodge. Oh, is this gonna protect me? Oh. Guess not. There we go. Oh my god. No Black Panther. Yeah, there goes Black Panther. Alright, Deadpool, it's your call. Except the normies are being converted. Being a nerd isn't going to be special for much longer. Yeah, now it's cool to be a nerd. So, people that aren't even into comic books and video games and all that stuff now suddenly want to be. Which, I mean, that's fine to me. I don't really care. Because that just means that my hobbies are finally being recognized, you know? Because, like, when I was a kid, I've talked about this before, if you're from late 80s, early 90s, you know, when you were a kid and you liked all comic books and stuff, like, you'd get made fun of. It wasn't cool. And now people want, like, it's cool now. So I see, always be who you are, don't worry about the trends. Because trends change. Oh, I just noticed they've been getting blasted. I'm going to throw them in the middle there. There we go.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
I would always be an asshole and stand in Sheva's way so the AI could get out of the way. I hated the AI in Resident Evil 5. I know some people defend it, but play that game on professional difficulty and then tell me Sheva doesn't suck. The AI completely breaks when you're playing on the harder difficulties. She can't handle it when there's a lot of stuff going on. She constantly dies. She constantly uses first aid spray. She constantly wastes ammo. My entire run through on professional in that game, I took all the ammo away from her. I was like, I'll do all the work. You just follow me. I hated it.
Reinforcements arrive. We will keep the invaders at bay.
Let me save. Because I have a feeling a boss fight's going to come up. And I might be unprepared. Ooh, hex bolts. What does thou do? Let's see. There's nothing worse than trying to get platinum on a game just to find out there are online trophies. Oh god, I hate that. I completely agree with you because what's worse is when there's online trophies and then the servers shut down and then you're like, okay, never going to get that 100%. I wish there was a way for those games that you can go in and delete those specific trophies.
And if he gets his prize,
I got made fun of for liking Godzilla all the time. You should make fun of all the people that were making fun of you for liking Godzilla. Godzilla's awesome. What's wrong with them? Alright, Ulysses. I give Sheva one infinite ammo shotgun and nothing else. See, but the problem is you don't have that on the first playthrough. So if that's your first playthrough on professional, you don't have that infinite ammo shotgun to give her. You just have her sucking up all your ammo and first aid sprays. Damn, I probably should have let them die here because I don't think I have any more first aid. Well, let's see how it goes. Just melee the hell out of him.
you just got VIP tickets to a private listening session.
We're not here for you, Claw. We just want the Winter Soldier.
God. Alright. He's got bouncing bullshit. Oh my god, what the hell? Am I even hitting? Oh, he's behind me. There's so much happening. Deadpool, use your extreme move. Where'd Claw go? There he is.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
What is your favorite comic of all time? That, oh man, that's a hard question. I like so many different comics. I don't know if I can just pick one. One of my favorites is Spider-Man 2099. I love the 2099 universe, and he's my favorite Spider-Man. So I think that's really cool. I don't know if I'd say my favorite of all time, though. And I really liked the Ultimate Marvel Universe when it first started. I would say up until the halfway point of before they killed it all off, and I mean it's back now, but he's got no chance. I'm gonna finish him off with an extreme move. Oh, he's done. Or very close. Yeah, he's almost done. Goodbye, Claw. You were a shitty villain while you lasted. Ability orb.
You may think you've won, but you
I feel like Sam Elliott was perfect for Ghost Rider. He was that Western cowboy. Yeah, he was a cool Western Ghost Rider. That was exciting. I really want to level up Scarlet Witch's energy blasts. I don't know if I have enough though. No, I need 15 AP. Black Panther, I gotta increase his this move right here. No, I don't have enough. Let me go to the lab. How many 2099 characters are they still doing? I think if I'm not mistaken, I didn't watch the San Diego Comic-Con, the comic book portion of Marvel, but I heard I did see some signage for 2099. So, oh, thank you, Victor Gonzalez, for subscribing. Actually, I didn't see the notification pop up, but I do see it on my screen there. If you're watching this, but I did see some signage for 2099, so I think they're actually bringing it back. Which, if they do, I'll probably buy a couple of those issues. All right, let's see where we want to go. Recovers 1% of extreme attack damage as HP. That would be useful. Damn, there's so much to upgrade. Like, you have to be really strategic with it. Maybe I'll go... I'm going to keep upgrading the strength route. Increase damage of melee by 3%. I got to get these strength up. And then my health increase. What else can I afford? I can afford only 20. Here it goes. And we have now become more powerful than ever. Again. We were on the moon for a short time. I thought we were going to be there longer. But I guess there's not much to do with the Inhumans. Fight the Alpha Primitives, fight Maximus, and then you've pretty much done the bulk of the Inhuman storyline right there.
I was wondering when you'd show up.
What do you mean they killed it off? Well, there was a point in the Ultimate Universe where they destroyed the entire universe and all the popular characters merged with the classic universe, but apparently the Ultimate Universe is still around in some fashion.
I've been better. MODOK. Back when the Russians brainwashed me into their personal assassin, they implanted code words in my memory to keep me under control. If MODOK found them, I won't be able to resist his commands.
So I'm gonna have to find Winter Soldier, or fight him.
It gets worse. MODOK and his AIM goons got their hands on the Soul Stone after the crash. They've taken it into the palace with them.
I heard Punisher 2099 was cool. He's basically a disheartened cop who got inspired by Frank Castle. Yeah, in the early 90s. Then later on, they made another version where
whatever it is,
it was Punisher and Elektra's son and daughter that were the new Punishers.
Ambush! AIM forces are closing in. If you're hoping to stop MODOK, you need to go now. I mean it. In there, I'm just a liability. Weapon AIM can use against you. Let me buy you the time to finish the mission I couldn't.
The style of the graphics here really reminds me of Infinite,
I've taken down the Red Skull.
which I don't hate. The game wasn't that good, but the art style was cool. For some characters. Some of them looked really weird, like Captain America. Was Lynn Michaels ever an interesting character? Was that Lady Punisher?
We must find MODOK and recover the stone.
That was Lady Punisher. I never really followed her.
We must protect the palace.
Do Spider-Man's kids count as mutants because they were born with their powers? Technically. I don't know. I mean, I guess that would count. Because they're born that way, you know? So... maybe? Maybe they do mutates? I don't know. There he is. Giant-ass head on a floating chair. So stupid looking. Yeah, Lady Punter. I never really followed her very much. I remember she looked really cool, though.
Forces at play here your feeble minds cannot begin to comprehend. Nothing
I think
is under your control.
MODOK is one of the most punchable villains. Like, he's one of those villains you see and you want to punch him, like, right in the middle of the forehead.
Not even the concentration of psionic energy that you call a soul. This stone, so much power. I must have them all.
BJ could have been, and Wolfenstein could have been MODOK.
Fetch them for me, won't you, my dears?
MODOK is a giant funny jar of peanut butter.
Scientific importance that require my immediate attention.
He's so dumb, man. I can't get over how stupid he looks every time I see him.
The Soul Stone has corrupted them.
Be careful not to harm them. They are not in control of their actions.
I hate fighting your own crew.
So I'm gonna harm everybody. Don't tell me what not to do. Look at that, man. That just shreds everyone. You know, one thing I can say about this game, I hope... actually, any of you have played this game? Have you beaten it? Is there a New Game Plus? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, New Game Plus, because there's chapter select. I was going to say, one thing I definitely could see myself doing in this game is replaying chapters over and over, just to level up all my characters I don't use. Because I got hooked to the original Marvel Ultimate Alliance because of that. I wanted everyone leveled up. I almost have everyone maxed out in that game in my 360 version. Because I swear, I replayed that game like 5 different times. I got hooked to unlocking all the costumes. Oh my god. Vibranium Slash is a really good move.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
The use for MODOK is mostly a punching bag for me in the gym. You know what? His overall shape does kind of resemble a giant punching bag. I can see that. Oh my god. It's too much. Let's throw some energy blasts up in here. Those are essentially giant energy bombs. She's forming several spirit bombs. There is New Game Plus. Alright, cool. So in New Game Plus, though, I assume your stats carry over. Hey, Magic Fire Truck, thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for the stream, dude. I'm out. Alright, man. Have a good day. Enjoy it. Oh, by the way, guys, when the super chat came up, did you guys get the little, who do I have? Is that Link? I forgot who I put for the super chats. I think it was Link. Yep, everything cool. Alright, cool. I wasn't sure if that one was working. Two more minions. Oh, Scarlet Witch can do this. Here we go. Let's get that asshole out of here. Done! Was that an XP cube I just got?
Has retreated into the necropolis. We must pursue him at once.
Can't go back to the, no, I can't go back. Oh, wait, I need that health. Scarlet Witch went from being one of my weakest characters to obliterating thing with spirit bombs.
As long as that stone is in Modok's hand, none in Wakanda are safe. It is our duty to stop it.
Let me see if I got a, the hell's it called? XP cube. No, I thought I saw one. Guess not. Guess I'm seeing shit.
These corridors connect the royal palace to Wakanda's city of the dead.
So these ruins are full of dead monarchs.
Their bodies, perhaps. But their spirits now
See,
dwell on the Jaliyah, the spirit plane. They live on beyond the veil, guiding me when I need them most.
that's cool. See, I think the Soul Stone made the most sense for Black Panther's storyline and Wakanda because of
This is where Wakanda's former kings rest.
because he's, you know, he's the king of the dead in the comics, and like, you know, that's a whole storyline in the Black Panther universe. And in the movie, I don't know how I felt about the Soul Stone in the movie. They just kind of threw it on this random planet where I think it was just an excuse to bring Red Skull back, honestly. But they just kind of shoved it into this planet that it's just chilling over there. I kind of like the idea of it having to do with Wakanda and the souls of the kings and all this stuff. I thought that would have made perfect sense. What would you want to see in a Mass Effect movie? Man, that... I don't know how well a Mass Effect movie would work because of one reason. The movie and the story and Commander Shepard and what happens to characters, I don't know how friendly that would be to a movie because it would be whatever the screenwriters decide to happen. And everyone has a different experience with that game because everyone chooses different choices. So I want to see exactly the choices I made in my Commander Shepard on screen. But that might not be what you get. So I don't know how... A Mass Effect movie was in development a couple years ago. I think it is pretty much a dead project at this point. But I don't know. That'd be hard. It'd be hard to do. Because no matter what you do, there's going to be a group of people that are going to be happy with it, and then another group that are going to hate it because it's not their Commander Shepard. Marvel Universe is the only place where Spirit Bomb is actually useful. I mean, it blew off Frieza's tail in the Namek Saga. How many more stones do you need to collect? Soul Stone is the only stone left. As of right now, we have all the others gathered. And then I assume Thanos steals them. And then whatever happens after that. So it is possible we'll beat this today. The Soul Stones in the movie felt like an afterthought. Yeah, it kind of did, because if you look at the rest of the MCU, and keep in mind, like, I argue that whenever they did the storyline for the Tesseract and the Aether and Thor, those were not originally planned to be realities, or those were not originally planned to be freaking Infinity Gems. It just kind of worked out that way, and it made sense within the story to retcon it all. Kind of a genius move. But what was the first? I'm trying to think back. What was the first time we actually had a mention of the Infinity Stone? Was it the scene in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 where the Collector was talking about them? Is that the first time we really established Infinity Stones? I'm trying to think what it was before that. Because even in the first Avengers movie, it was just the Tesseract. They didn't know there was a stone inside of it. But yes, the Soul Stone, they just kind of said, oh, it's on another planet. Let's bring back Red Skull, which I would have preferred the Wakanda story. That's why I thought that the Black Panther movie was going to be our introduction to the Soul Stone. I thought it would have made perfect sense. But I guess not. Alright, hold on. Bomb move. And then her little puff of smoke.
MODOK is as wise as he believes. He would have retreated to these catacombs.
I have so much extreme power-ups right now. I think if they were going to adapt Mass Effect, get away from Shepard and Cohen, tell an original story. I don't know how well that would go over with fans, though. Because, like, I think I would want to see the whole Reaper storyline told on screen, but having an original, it would be hard for me to form a connection with that universe. That's why, maybe it's better not to do a Mass Effect movie then. Because I feel like those games are very, I mean, how can you tell a good Mass Effect movie in 2 hours, you know? Oh no, screw this. You have 2 more areas? Awesome. Get that health, Black Widow. Get that health. Destroy everything! Wolverine needs health. Because he heals too damn slow. There's an animated Mass Effect movie with Vega as the main protagonist. I have that movie. It was really good. It was a prequel to 2. Or wait, 3. Hold on, was Vega in 2? Or was that 3? It's been so long since I played it. No, yeah, it was 2, because you had the collectors. Or he was introduced in 2, I should say. The hell, man? Leave Wolverine alone! It was the credit scene in Dark World where they brought the Reality Stone to the Collector. Yeah, that's what it was. But did they... That's right, because the Collector made the comment. He said, like, basically a couple more to go. So yeah, I guess that's where they established that. So when they made the Tesseract, I should say, when they made the Tesseract, I don't think they had any idea that that was going to become an Infinity Stone. Right, back in a few minutes. Phone is dying. No worries, Anime Ruler. What about a Mass Effect movie that takes place during the First Contact War or the Krogan Rebellion? Oh, that'd be cool. So I would prefer a video game, though. Like, if I had to choose, I prefer, like, a prequel video game. Kind of like, because that's like Gears of War with the Pendulum Wars. Like, they talk about it, and there's a history of it, but we've never seen it in the video games, like, as a full video game.
The necropolis holds more than just the remains of my ancestors. It is home to Wakanda's greatest treasure.
Yeah, I like that Mass Effect animated movie. It was about why Vega basically hates the Collector so much and what happened. I kind of want to try out Storm, but I'm hesitant to switch out Black Panther. For the sake of trying her out, we'll put Storm in here. I'm sure some of you guys want to see her.
I will not let you down.
Level 30. She's powerful, too. Ah, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm looking at WikiList of Marvel movies. Dolph's Punisher was the 3rd Marvel movie ever made and the first real movie with a real comic book superhero. Howard the Duck was the second. I have Howard. Do I? Hold on. Yeah, I do have Howard the Duck on Blu-ray. I got to review that sometime. I love that movie, as shitty as it is. And it's funny because when I was a kid, I loved it. And watching it as an adult, you don't really realize how inappropriate it is for kids. But it, like, a lot of the jokes in it, though, just go right over your head as a child. But I love that movie, man. That movie's awesome. Increases damage or decreases damage taken from energy attacks. Yeah. Let's get you powered up here, Storm. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I think I could upgrade, I think I have enough to upgrade Scarlet Witch's stuff even more. Let's see if we can max out those orbs. AP 15. Oh, never mind. It's per character. That's right. I want to upgrade that lightning storm. Duck boobies. Yeah, like I said, stuff that flies over the head of children. Oh, wait a minute. We need to increase Deadpool here. Heavy attack damage. I use his heavy attack constantly. Hell yeah, we getting people way stronger. His guns, got those upgraded. Can you combine the stuff? Yeah, I think you combine them in the lab and do different things. I haven't really messed with that aspect. I've just been kind of upgrading them. Gears of War movie, I want to see new characters, but occasionally hear Delta Squad on the radio. The comic books are a good source for what to do with Gears of War. Because they had really good Gears of War comics that really expand the universe. Alright, Storm. I think I gave, what, Deadpool one? How did it go? Somewhere around here. I think it was up there, actually. Here it is. Deadpool. I gotta stream the Deadpool game sometime. I really like that game, and the gameplay itself was just okay. But the humor was so well done that I couldn't help but love it. It's one of those games where it's such well-written humor that you kind of forgive the crappy aspects of the game. And there were plenty of them. Like the final boss fight with Mr. Sinister, it's just a bunch of minions. That's all it is. It was awful. It's probably one of the worst final bosses in a video game. I think we're good. Dolph's Punisher was always underappreciated. I love that movie. It was very much a product of its time. I don't have shit. Alright. We're good. Let's try out Storm. See how this weather goddess fares.
Whirlwind.
Okay.
Ice barrage. Lightning strike.
What I want to do is this, which I have powered.
Lightning storm.
Yeah, that's my super powerful move. Try it out. Who am I going to fight? Oh, MODOK probably.
MODOK is still using Panther's bodyguards against us. We need to take them out. I'd never meet a lady more
Damn.
Wakanda's got dozens.
But Deadpool, I didn't really get any into it. I do love how the Platinum Trophy's named. Okay, you can sell the game now. I never noticed that. That's funny. I got that game. I have it on my modded 360. I'll probably get the PS4 remaster when I stream it, just to kind of start fresh. And my X-Men wife Psylocke is in it, which is fantastic. I'm just spamming Deadpool's guns. Oh man, I have my Ultra attack, but I really want to save that for the boss fights. Damn it. Just chucking missiles at them. See, that's what I was talking about with the camera. Sometimes it just like gets all screwy. That's a game that you actually really do want to have a physical copy, since Activision can never keep licenses. Yeah, it seems like... Is that even still on the PS4 store? I haven't checked for it. Who knows if it's even still up there. It seems that Activision, they keep... Oh, God. It's such a pain in the ass with Activision's games, man. Like, they'll have them up for download, like, remaster, and then they lose the rights, and then they pull the games. I hate that. I love digital gaming. I prefer it over anything. But those are the downsides, and those are some pretty big downsides. Like, when I reviewed Transformers Fall of Cybertron on Xbox One, I did my review, and I put a link for people to buy it. And then, I think not, like, a week later, it got pulled completely. And that game never got a physical release. The only way you could play it now is the original version on last gen. You can't play the Xbox One or PS4 versions anymore. Like, that sucks. That game actually looked really good remastered. I'm glad I got it when I did, because it's sitting on my hard drive.
This treasure looks way better to me. These catacombs contain many storehouses such as this. We have kept our most prized artifacts secure for centuries.
If AIM doesn't destroy this stuff, I call dibs.
Which, this is a good argument against video game streaming. Like Google Stadia. I'm not a fan of Stadia at all. I have absolutely no faith in that project. I'm not going to hate on it. I just don't think it's going to... I don't think it's going to make it. There's too many downsides. As much as they want to yell convenience, there's too many downsides to it. With digital, you can already argue that you don't really own the games, but at least, you know, they're still physically on your hard drive where you can always re-download them again, you know? And you can take it with you, you can play offline. The games are yours in that way, essentially. But with video game streaming, you truly don't own anything at all. Not even a license to play the game, because, like, you can't play it offline, and so, basically, well, I mean, by offline, I mean, you can play it anywhere you go, but I mean offline is, let's say Google goes offline, Google Stadia service, your entire game library is erased, inaccessible. You know, let's say somehow PlayStation Online goes away. I could still play the games that are on my PS4. They're in my hard drive. So, I don't know. I don't care about Stadia at all. Maybe I'll change my mind when it comes out. I don't see that happening, but who knows?
Lightning storm.
Oh, that was the wrong thing.
Ice barrage. Ice barrage.
Damn it. Can't get this one. I ran out of energy for Deadpool. Wait, Wolverine can do this. Yeah, he can do this. Hold on. I need Ice and Wolverine's charge. This part would be real easy for two-player right here. There we go. I don't know if you could still download if you already bought it or not. Well, typically with the games that you already purchased, they're in your they're in the actual library, so you could re-download it if it's paid for. But that takes away new down, because I've actually done that before. Because I actually got a new hard drive, and after the game was pulled, I'm talking about Transformers, by the way. After the game was already pulled, I actually was able to re-download it onto my new hard drive. But that's just because it was part of my like Xbox download library already. Have you ever played Alan Wake? I have both of them, and I've never played either of them. They're sitting on my Xbox 360 hard drive. I hate those power cube things. Why can't you just press single button if you have both power? Yeah, I think it's to encourage co-op. Because those are a little way easier on co-op. Will you stream Xenoverse 2 sometime this year? Probably. I don't have it scheduled for the time being, but probably, because I like Dragon Ball games, and I've owned it since it came out. Haven't played it either. I just have it on my hard drive. Tell that to Konami and PT. Yeah, I hate that they pulled that. They should have left it at least. Even charge like $5 for it. I would have paid for it. I would have paid $5 to keep it.
Wakandans called it magic. But there is no such thing. There is only science. It bends to my will.
Nope, I just looked on PSN store. It's not there. So yeah, they pulled. They had to have pulled Deadpool then, because that, man, that sucks. Because that was definitely on there. So that I'll have to get a physical copy for.
Lightning storm. Your ancestors were ahead of their time, T'Challa. Thank them for me when I send you to meet them.
This knowledge was not meant to be perverted by villains such as you.
Big MODOK. Does he have the Soul Stone right now? No! Scarlet Witch! Oh, she's getting wrecked.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
He's wearing purple pantyhose. Indeed he is. Damn, I need her to get that health. That was a little bit of health at least. Ah, she went down. Come on, get up. You know, I'm kind of hoping, speaking of Scarlet Witch, I'm hoping that in the MCU, I don't think this is going to happen, but I'm kind of hoping that like they really go into her reality-altering powers and somehow they bring back Quicksilver, because I liked Quicksilver. I think he still had a lot to offer, and they just killed him off so quickly. Would have been cool. She's getting wrecked. Damn you.
The knowledge found here will grant me access to an endless supply of souls.
Is this guy an X-Men villain? I don't remember ever seeing. He's typically been presented as an Iron Man villain, part of AIM. Although he's crossed over into other things, but yeah, he's been mostly an Iron Man villain. Which means I should have Iron Man in here, but he's severely underpowered at the moment.
How delicious! Who's next?
Alright. Now he's gonna start doing some bull. Is he taking my health? Oh, I think that was my energy meter or something he was absorbing. He did something I don't like. He tied himself up like an idiot. Let's hope if I kill these minions, they're gone for good. Yeah, see right here, he ties himself up.
I've been waiting to punch that big, ugly head of his.
Yep, we got respawning minions, guys. My favorite thing. You guys know I love that. Jesus.
Let our storms converge.
Fox Quicksilver is better than MCU Quicksilver. I agree with that, actually. He is better.
Time to face the magic.
I never paid attention to Iron Man, so that explains it. Yeah, MODOK's not a A-list. Then again, no one... You got to keep in mind, back in the day, Iron Man wasn't even an A-list hero. I would say he was probably B or C-list. You know, the general public didn't know Iron Man before the movies, before Robert Downey Jr. So, with those characters, the villains definitely won't be well known. And MODOK is there. Stop! Asshole.
I'm going to take my time and savor this, heroes.
Souls are meant to be
Probably should have had Iron Fist in here to help out.
twisted to your grotesque will.
Shit, Storm went down. Uh-oh. Not good. Whoa! I need everyone. I think I'll let Deadpool do most of the work here. Oh yeah, no one that wasn't a comic fan knew who it was. Yeah, exactly. I like to use my my older sisters as a perfect example of general audience members because they think these movies are cool, but they don't know anything about comic books. And I remember when Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Iron Man and an Iron Man movie was happening, they were both like, "Who's Iron Man?" But that was the general public. You didn't know Iron Man unless you read comic books or watched the cartoon. But everyone knows Spider-Man, you know? He's one of those characters that you don't even have to be a comic book fan to know, you know? There's certain characters that have always transcended that. Like that fandom. Which man, when I was a kid though, I have such good memories of comic books because like my dad used to take me, like my mom worked at a retail store or department store called Bell's. I think it's exclusive to Florida. She did like clothes alterations and she only worked like 2 days a week. So my dad would babysit me those days and he would take me to at the time we had a comic book store called Carol's Comics like 2 minutes from my house. I mean, it was almost next door. And he would take me there and every Wednesday I would pick up 100 Pogs for $1. Pogs were a thing in the 90s. If you don't know what that is, then you're too young. But I used to collect a bunch of Pogs in a tube and a couple comic book issues. And then Saturday mornings, Fox Kids, we had all the Marvel cartoons. So it was a magical time. A magical time. There's nothing like it anymore. Oh, man, God, come on, man. He's almost dead. He's right. Thank you. Enhanced XP cube. I'm going to have to use that on... Maybe I'll use it on Iron Man. I don't feel bad at all for MODOK. I wonder how much those swimsuit special comics Marvel did in the 90s go for. I had a couple of those. Although not the I had the Fleer cards.
The necropolis is now their home, just as Wakanda is mine. And we shall protect our homes at any cost.
See, this is so cool. That's why they need the Soul Stone in...
What?
Oh, this is cool.
Science.
Outstanding. Not science, MODOK. Something far greater. Far.
How awesome would it have been in the Black Panther movie if the Soul Stone was the main thing, and at the end, they summoned all the like dead kings from the past to fight alongside them? Could have done it.
Yes. Of course. No man is fit to wield such power unchecked. Not even a king. Each of these stones is capable of shattering worlds on their own. Just imagine what they could do together.
Yes. Just imagine.
Well, no, Chip and Dale, the real Disney heroes. I used to love Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers. That was my jam. Thank you, Renee Sanchez, for subscribing. If I pronounce that right, Renee. Man, I gotta keep Scarlet Witch in there. She's become too strong. Let's put Iron Man in here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We're gonna put Iron Man in here, and we are going to give him a cube because Iron Man should be in the forefront of this fight.
Any other choice?
Is that Thanos' son? Yep, that's Thane. He's been a core part of, since like 2 chapters ago. He's been a core part of what's going on.
Level up.
At least he leveled up a little bit there. Got him up to 18. This move is ridiculously strong. Gonna keep that up. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I love this game. I wanted to review it. Some of you have asked me if I'm gonna review it. Realistically, I'm not gonna have time to review this. I have way too much going on right now. I probably won't have time to review Youngblood either. So, I guess treat the streams kind of as my review too, live review, I guess you could say. But yes, I like this better than 1 and 2. This game's great. It's in my top 10 this year. And one of the best Switch games. If you have a Switch, get it. If you're even remotely interested in comic books, that is. Yoshi, welcome. No Storm. I may bring her back for a visitation later. Gotta find where I have Iron Man's equipped. Somewhere down here. See what happens when you upgrade your characters properly? You survive boss battles. I forgot what I had equipped on Iron Man, though. I probably should have looked at the color. Oh, hold on. Tablet screen went away. I lost you guys. There you are. Just printed Youngblood, 3 Houses, and Link's Awakening. Yes, Youngblood is hopefully fantastic. I think it'll... Oh, I already upgraded his. I think it's going to be about as long as Old Blood, which means it's going to be fairly short, because it's only a $30 game, and it's not really Wolfenstein 3, so that leads me to believe that there is a Wolfenstein 3 coming that has not been announced yet. Yeah, we got a nice team going. There's an Avengers anime that came out a few years ago. Are you talking about the Punisher and Black Widow movie? Because that was awesome. There's a Punisher, Black Widow, Avengers Confidential. That was really cool.
Yeah, what is it now? I said it before. I would have been happy with half that. Selling any one of these babies to the right bidder would have set me up for life.
What do you hope they keep and change from the Wesley Snipes Blade movies? They need to keep the R rating and the really dark, gritty feel to it, first of all.
Especially artifacts of enormous...
And what I want them to add, I want them to add Dracula as this main villain, like in the comics, because...
How about we steal as much junk as we can from this ancient tomb?
Because, yeah, Blade 3 had to do with Dracula, but it was... They gave him nightclub pants, nightclub clothing, and called him Drake. It's so stupid. They didn't need to do that. He's Dracula. Let him be Dracula. That's what I want to see.
Work. That's another victory for our team. T'Challa says we can store them here in the necropolis until we find a more permanent solution. I've been wondering the same thing myself. It has its strategic advantages, but could also spell disaster if their location is discovered. I'm not so certain. Until the stones are secure, the fewer people who know their status...
Now there's this anime called Marvel Disc Wars, and it looks pretty sick. I haven't seen that. I haven't even heard of that.
I could count on you.
I know Marvel did some anime stuff that was very short-lived. They did X-Men. They did a Blade one. There's an Iron Man one. I haven't actually watched them, though.
Continue our journey into the depths of the necropolis. An ancient, hidden chamber lies deep beneath these ruins. There, the Infinity Stones can be kept safe and out of harm's way.
They should have brought in the Illuminati to this game, where each one, like each member of the Illuminati, keeps one of the stones safe. Because why would you keep them all in the same place? That's an awful idea.
My Dora Milaje will make it perfectly clear that AIM is no longer welcome in this nation. A little too easily. Yet another reason why we must make sure that all 6 Infinity Stones are kept from those who might use them unwisely. Stay close. There are many dangers still ahead.
I hated Trinity. Dracula and Trinity made it even worse. And they even had Dracula dildos in the movie. They did. But yeah, Dracula in that movie sucked. And then he had that weird like Predator thing. I want traditional Dracula.
Much potential. Yes, of course. But I'm beginning to understand why my father has sought to control the Infinity Stones. Their power is unfathomable. For now, yes. But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't taking a bit of a toll. It's almost like the stones are speaking to me directly, telling me to set them.
I'd keep them safe and remake the universe to my liking at the same time. It's dangerous power, man.
Just until we find an option to secure them for good. I agree.
So, what do we do with the Infinity Stones now? We must take action to ensure that they do not fall into the wrong hands.
As they fall onto the wrong purple hands. Yep.
There is only one hand on which they belong.
The hand of Thanos.
Supergiant was not in the movie.
Wow, these losers just don't quit, do they?
And thankfully, neither do you. If not for your efforts, we would have been forced to gather each of the stones ourselves. I will make certain that our master celebrates what you've done here.
See, this is what I mean. They should have taken one stone, put them in a safe place, and then do that with each individual one. Instead, they just collect them all at once.
Resist, we will take your lives as well.
Don't listen to him. We still
Oh
have a
God,
chance.
we gotta run
So strange, but so familiar.
or fly.
I can read your every move before you make it.
This is kind of cheating, but I'm okay with that. I'm having a strategic escape.
There, that chamber. We should be safe inside.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch hauled ass, left her friends behind.
This door will not hold them for long.
Then we stand and fight. Until the end.
Never stood out other heroes could wear the gauntlet when Thanos hands 6 times bigger. The gauntlet adjusts to whoever's wearing it. That's why.
Thanks to Wakanda's ancient priests. The walls of the necropolis not only detail ancient history, they also give us a glimpse of the future.
If it's literally set in stone, then how can we change it?
As long as there's hope, there's always a chance, son.
Ah, but he's not yours.
This asshole just teleported in.
Is he? No. No matter how he tries to hide it, this
Marvel goes back to its roots. Mephisto could be the next big threat, but I'm sure Disney won't allow that. They'll probably throw him into the Ghost Rider Hulu series, I'm sure.
I have heard whispers of you, Thane. My master's lost progeny. How proud he will be to have you by
Gauntlet's made of memory foam and adjust to fit its wear, kind of like Hulk pants.
Chosen which side he stands on.
Then let him fall on it as well.
Yep, running away was fruitless.
Like I said, until the end.
Wait!
Oh, he's gonna give it up.
You came here for the stones, not for their lives.
Thane, what are you?
He's pulling a Doctor Strange.
Take the stones. And if you must take a life, take mine. Just spare theirs.
Thanos shows no mercy to those who oppose his will.
Thanos is not here.
Huh?
His son is.
Damn.
And we accept his offer.
Treacherous fool.
Make the Covenant real. Get ready to get glassed.
Perhaps the child is
Yeah,
right.
let's not make Halo a
The
reality.
stones are the true prize. With such power at our command, these heroes are nothing more than fleas. Death by our hands is not an honor they have earned. They deserve something much.
I actually like her Proxima Midnight. She didn't have that many lines in the movie. None of the Black Order really did. Carter Slade, Johnny Blaze, Dan Ketch, and Robbie Ray should do a team up. I want to see a Midnight Suns MCU movie eventually. I bet that's what they're headed towards after Blade.
The Black Order hath banished us to the Asgardian realm of lost souls.
And we're gonna fight Hela.
Welcome to hell, mortals.
Yep. The graphics in this game kind of remind me of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I made that exact same comment earlier. Yeah, I agree with that. Where everyone looks kind of like chunky and cartoony. I'll fix this camera a bit. There we go.
Sadly, there is no easy escape from this realm. Protective magic prevents me from opening a portal.
I didn't mean to do that.
Thruster, full power.
Alright, Iron Man.
Don't happen to know anyone up in that fancy castle who can help us, do you?
I bet you we're gonna see Executioner and Enchantress. Probably.
Unibeam.
Damn, I need to power that up.
Souls have learned to withstand great punishment in their time here.
Good. Now I won't feel so bad when I send them plummeting to...
I really can't picture Natalie Portman as Thor. I can't at all. But like I said in my video on that, I was never a fan of that storyline. I don't know why they did that. But then again, to be fair, that storyline does have a fan base. There is a significant group of fans that do like that storyline. I never did. I'll give it a shot still, but the Thor sequel is probably the thing I'm least excited about. Thor needs to have a prominent part in that. I don't mind it if they do it just for the storyline of that movie, you know, but I don't want her replacing Thor. I still want Thor to exist alongside her if they're going to do it. Because that might be an interesting dynamic, but if, like, Thor, for example, loses his powers and she replaces him, that I'm not going to like.
Should we stray off course into that fetid ooze, we will surely join the legion of dead that dwell here. Insurmountable
This looks like some kind of Ghostbusters realm.
turn in this realm. Choose your path wisely, my friends.
I think that's my favorite movie does.
Power's gone.
Iron Man went down already. Yep, he needs a little bit of work. This is like Ultimate Alliance 1. Oh, well, you don't go to hell in Ultimate Alliance 1. You just go to Asgard in general. Asgard. Got Iron Man a little stronger there. Sweet. If Jane becomes new Thor, whatever happened to the real Thor, I think he's still there, because in the comics, for example, she got Thor's powers, but Thor existed. He was there still. She just got bestowed with the power of Thor. I think, and mind you, this isn't based off anything that I've read online or anything. This is just my hypothesis. I think that they're trying to put her as the new Thor eventually. And I think they're trying to merge Thor into one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I could see that happening. Because based on the end of Endgame, he flew off with the Guardians. So he's formed a relationship with Rocket. He's becoming closer and closer to the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think his adventures are going to start becoming more cosmic. And he's just going to kind of fuse into that team. But again, that's my theory. It's not based off anything. So I could be totally wrong. I think it would have been better if they had Thor ruling Asgard and Jane protecting Earth in his stead. Yeah, I think that would have been better. I like King Thor. And with Valkyrie, I kind of don't like her ruling Asgard because he just kind of gave it away to her. Like, he's part of the royal bloodline and everything. I don't know. They're doing it to give Valkyrie a more prominent role. There's definitely a reason for it. God. Do I get her touching that green slime? Oh yeah, I do. Wow, do I get her? I got insta-hurt. Do you think Jane Thor will be another Captain Marvel? I mean, what do you mean exactly by another Captain Marvel? So I don't like the movie, because I mean Captain Marvel made a ton of money and was a success, but it's probably my least favorite Marvel movie. I think it's going to be very different, because they actually have... The director's the guy that made Thor Ragnarok, so it's going to have the feel of that movie, whatever the hell they're doing with it. I haven't seen Endgame yet, so no spoilers. Oh, so alright, so don't watch my Marvel video that I made, because I talk about spoilers for Endgame. And you'll definitely want to see Endgame as soon as you can, because someone's going to spoil something on the internet for you. That movie had a ton of things going on, and it's been out for a little while now.
All systems to full power.
I like to think DMC5 is Capcom's apology for Dante's portrayal in Marvel's Capcom Infinite. I think it's an apology for his portrayal in DMC, the reboot, not Infinite. Because at the end of the day, I don't think a lot of people even cared about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite that much, so it wasn't a big deal. Keep it 100%, King Thor might have been boring in the MCU. Yeah, but they still could have had a good story. I don't think him being king necessarily would have been boring, because they would have still told the story around that. All they did was replace King Thor with Valkyrie, so she's going to have her own queen story. Batman is Bruce Wayne. Yes, he is. I want a Batman Beyond movie. That's my dream Batman movie. Which Batman Beyond just got announced officially. It's getting a Blu-ray collection release. I'm pumped. I'm gonna buy it. I love Batman Beyond. That was such a good ass show. Alright, see you later, Javier. Yeah, I'm really surprised that you can exist and still not have it spoiled. Yeah, me too. Just because, like, Endgame is talked about a lot. Like, you're gonna run spoilers online. Especially with all the Marvel announcements they made at San Diego Comic-Con. Like, there was a ton of spoilers they talked about. A lot of the shows themselves are spoilers. A lot of the Disney Plus shows that are coming out. I'm pumped about the Hawkeye show. That's going to be so cool, because it's going to be, I think it's going to be inspired off the Hawkeye solo run recently. Where how he became a living weapon, I think it was called, his first story arc. But, oh man, it was such a good comic series. It's so different from anything else that was out there at the time. And that's where I think Marvel needs to go boldly in the future, is be very different.
My turn.
Terry McGinnis is best Batman in my eyes besides Bruce. I would have to disagree. I'm going to say Thomas Wayne. I like Thomas Wayne Batman. I love him. He's so badass. Favorite alternate Batman for sure. He's Punisher Batman. I want to know when Chris Hemsworth is going to make an apology as the most insufferable dumbass moron in Ghostbusters. That was the only part of Ghostbusters I liked. Just because like he was so stupid. Now, I agree, it was really stupid, but it was so extremely stupid to the point where I was laughing. I was like, this is so stupid. Like, I can't not laugh. Otherwise, that movie was beyond awful. But, yeah, he's the only thing about the movie I actually liked. We would have got a Batman Beyond movie, but it was tossed aside in favor of the Halle Berry Catwoman movie. Who knows if Batman Beyond would have been good, though, at the time. At the time, we weren't getting good comic book movies overall. So that might have sucked, too. Yeah, but that Catwoman movie, God, I was so naive. I remember when I saw it. I've told this story before, but I remember one of my friends was sleeping over, and we were watching TV in the living room, and we were talking about Catwoman, and at the time we were like, there's no way it could be as bad as people are saying. It's Catwoman. So we pay-per-viewed it for like $5. God, I should have crumpled up that $5 bill and thrown it in the trash. It was awful. That's not even the right word. It was beyond awful. It's a garbage throwaway movie for the most part. Like, the villain created some kind of makeup that ruins women's faces and stuff. Like, what kind of retard? It was dumb. It was dumb. Oh, look, we're going to we're going to Mordor.
Be wary. The stuff of this realm was not meant for mere mortals to withstand.
I guess GTA 5 is an actual casino that you gamble real money. What do you mean? It has like a real gambling system in it now? Because I kind of feel like that would be frowned upon. That sounds borderline illegal in many states. So, because here in Florida, gambling is illegal, but it's legal in parts of the state that are owned. Because obviously Florida was, you know, Seminole Indians were big in Florida. Like, they were one of the bigger tribes in Florida. So, like, in Tampa area, there's, like, Seminole casinos. And in those kind of places, I think, well, I mean, those kind of places, gambling's legal. But it has to be, like Seminole tribe owned or some shit like that. I don't know the rules. I don't gamble, but that's just what I know of. I couldn't see where Wolverine was in that mess. Damn, man. My character's getting killed. Slay all Viking souls. Get up. No, I'm gonna spirit bomb them. What is getting thrown at me? Where's that coming from? Just random lasers coming from the sky. Okay. I guess I just got a notification for a video. That's the title. Ah, gotcha. So it's possible it could be clickbait. Why is this part kicking my ass? These aren't bosses, they're regular ass enemies. I gotta cheese this with Deadpool. See, that's the problem. There's so much crap falling from the sky. That's what's hurting me. Stupid, man. I gotta heal. This is online law, has a cutoff with tech. You don't put casino on actual land property. Those old laws don't apply. Yeah, I guess that's how they're getting away with it. Especially like loot boxes and all that. which have been outlawed already in some countries. God, this sucks. This guy's almost dead. Come on, Deadpool. You can do this. Just heal. Just heal. There's still 5 of them left, though. Alright. Health, health, health. But where will the children go for their surprise mechanics? Hold on a second, my dog is scratching the door like crazy. It's raining again, so she's in panic mode. Alright. When it comes to DC's disappointments, watch Nostalgia Critic Suicide Squad. I didn't hate that movie, actually. I liked that one because it was different than anything else they did. You can't take that movie seriously, though. To me, it was like Guardians of the Galaxy. It was just like a fun, you know, let's just try to do it for the hell of it movie. I'm not a big fan of Nostalgia Critic, though. I've never really... I've always thought the humor on his videos were extremely cringy. Never was a big fan. I definitely always preferred Cinemassacre over him. There we go. Saw Suicide Squad with my sister and enjoyed it, but after watching reviews, it should have been about bad guys being awesome, not moppy. I didn't even really watch any reviews. I mean, like, I did my own review after I watched it myself, and just kind of left it at that. That's the thing, after a while, with a lot of the big reviewers that'll do things on YouTube, they just start kind of parroting each other. You know, they start saying the same things that the other ones say, so that's why I don't really watch reviews before I do my own. But no, I definitely enjoyed that movie. I liked it a hell of a lot better than Batman vs. Superman. I hate it. Because here's the thing, at least I had fun watching Suicide Squad. I was entertained. Batman vs. Superman, to me, was just a bore fest. I did not like that movie at all. I really didn't like it. But I loved Man of Steel, and Justice League was just kind of there. Man of Steel is my favorite DC Universe movie so far, I think. I really liked Aquaman also, but Batman vs. Superman probably has been my least favorite one out of all of them. It was just boring to me. It was overly long. The last, like, 30 minutes were cool. I liked the fights at the end. It got really cool at the end, but throughout most of the movie, I'm just like, nothing's happening through this whole movie. Or, nothing interesting, I should say. I lost interest in Suicide Squad when Jared Leto came in the trailer. That's one thing I could say about Suicide Squad that many people agree on, is that the Joker in that movie was awful beyond belief. I hated that version of the Joker. It was... I know what they were going for. They were going for the Dark Knight Returns Joker, where he's kind of more like glam looking, you know? But at the same time, he was like some weird, like Lil Jon, or Lil Jon, I meant Lil Wayne. He was like a weird, like, oh, hold on, I'm getting my ass kicked. I said Lil Jon because I was thinking of John Wayne. But he was like a rapper, you know, like, it was awful. It was awful. It's not the Joker. I don't care what anyone says. That's not my Joker. And he was kind of shoehorned into the movie, and I died when that guy was right about to die. I hate those lasers. But at least this part now, I have all my characters back. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button with all of your strength. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on social media or go into my community tab for updates. And for as little as $1 a month, you can support the channel directly on Patreon. This is Fabian. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.